To start with Lucifer versus HawK, that game has already started. Lin versus Colorful coming up, and that's gonna be very interesting. It's the third encounter between the two, and it's 1-1. Colorful doing amazing versus Orc at the moment, so Lin could find himself in the lower bracket if he's not careful. But our European contestant from the CIS region, from Russia, is stepping in the ring first versus Lucifer. Here they are. South Korea versus Russia it is. HawK made it to GCS twice in a row. Never with the greatest results. Lucifer didn't even manage to qualify, but man, this could be his summer for sure if he's stepping up the game as he is. 67% versus Human, 61% win rate versus HawK, so on paper he might be the small favorite here. And of course HawK has to play on netties. That means not the greatest ping for him compared to the Korean, but maybe he has a plan. Made it through the open wildcard qualifier. So what does he have in store for us here? We start on Amazonia.
Yeah, and with the new patches, we were all getting really excited for the new heroes. What might be the play? Nobody's really used them too much for on it, aside from Lucifer. And guess what? This is a ghoul build. This might be something special. And every time I say it, it's still a DK. God damn it.
Yeah, unfortunately no Dreadlord here, but ghoul build is already interesting. I mean, usually we always have a Fiend opening or a DK opening with the Fiend follow-up, but not this time, no. Mass pressure, of course, with a lot of ghouls against the most likely upcoming expansion. HawK decides to go for an Archmage here, so the question is instant expo or not. But Remo, can you tell us the ups and downs of ghoul opening?
Ghoul openings have very high potential to be extremely damaging towards the expansion. Once the Archmage, however, hits level 3, he gets the level 2 Water Elementals. You have pretty much the best answer against ghouls early on. So if you play ghoul openings, tough expo maps can be a good choice for this. This is a tough expo map, but the good thing for Human here is, at the big expansion creep spot, 3 of the 5 creeps are golems, so they can't be last hit coil stolen. So even if you take a lot of damage from the creep camp, you should reach level 3 in time. But what is going on with this creep spot for HawK? He gets the Water Elemental purged, and there's a Lightning Shield on the rogue guy. He loses 1 peasant.
Oh boy. Who's
playing right here?
This is such an easy creep camp usually, but already massive damage to the militia that he wants to use for creeping. And man, that is pretty damn bad for our Russian.
That was so bad. I mean, you know, sometimes you make the mistake. Sometimes you forget to move command the Water Elemental. That's what you have to do, so it doesn't get purged, because it does get purged when it's on attack command right at the beginning. And the Lightning Shield as well is always a little bit of bad luck. Oh man, that's... Game isn't even 3 minutes old and already it's bad.
Yeah. Lucifer on the other side found the claws of attack, level 2 for him now. The ghouls are still very healthy. He did manage to use the Lightning Shield in the right way to hurt the creeps with it and not getting hurt. So what can the ghouls do, and what can HawK do? He's tacking!
Oh my god, this is 7 ghouls. This could have been incredible damage towards the expo, yes.
Yeah, but there is no expo, so HawK with the right call here. Of course, no damage early on, but also no additional gold income early on, and people say that one base Human versus Undead is unwinnable. What's your take on it?
If it's responded to properly, and you don't get ahead with like Acolyte Harass or Tech Harass, it looks really difficult on the very, very highest level.
So the thing for Lucifer is that it's a big investment into ghouls now, and what can he really accomplish with it? I mean, with the Fiend opening, you have the Fiends for later, but ghouls, I don't know, man. I mean, if there's gonna be Riflemen, ghouls will still be good, but Lucifer isn't doing as much damage as he wants to.
He scouts the main, by the way. There's Peasants hurt here, and there's no Arcane Tower. That's pretty greedy, and that's one of the strengths of Ghoul in the early game. A base run-by can be very painful for the Human if he goes out far on the map to creep. That could always be a danger here. But HawK is still going out, isn't aware of his opponent's positioning right now. No scout footy or anything. But he's not too far away from the main, I suppose. Now the question is, Lucifer, does he storm the main? He saw there's no Arcane.
Arcane is in the works.
He stayed on the middle of the map.
Yeah, he wants to go for the little kobolds here, as it seems to get level 3 DK. HawK on the way to level 3 as well, but man, he needs one more spot for sure. So Lucifer out creeping him here. We have the first donation, by the way. Thank you, KindPlan51. Thank you for the Warcraft Top 100. Watched it 2 times. Nice games and also a lot of work from you guys. Keep up the good work. Great job. That is much appreciated, man. Our German content on YouTube. Thank you.
Where it kind of all started. I mean, you had already started the project before, but that felt like where it started to really take off, you know. And there were some crazy games in there. I saw Todd earlier in chat. Still my favorite game from that list. Todd versus Xiao Ti on
Melting Valley.
Melting Valley. That was just crazy.
That's level 3 for the Archmage. He got the skeleton, and another ghoul is hurt, but Archmage can't reach. He is quite tanky with the 2 gauntlets. Coil invested to kill that footman off, so decent trades, but nice micro by Lucifer, saving both of the hurt ghouls, so no additional experience here for HawK. He's going tier 3 instantly.
Tier 3 1 base.
Yeah, I think that can work. I mean, Infi showed it on Turtle Rock that it does work with Knights and Gyros.
It can work, yes, especially on bigger maps. I think the big disadvantage for human is your heroes need to be high level to be good in the late game. Dark Ranger is good on level 1, Lich is good on level 2, maybe even on level 1. But MK and Paladin, before level 3, in the super late game, in my opinion, provide very little.
Mountain King with Clap against ghouls could be great. Also Stormbolt for sniping if you have the decent amount of footmen, but he doesn't. You see it only 3. That's the downside of not having an expansion. It's not the 6 to 7 footman army that can surround a lot. He got the kill here though. That is so scary when it dives into undead bases.
I think he's going to transition out of ghouls anyways though. What do we have in the main?
Of course.
Slaughterhouse coming up really late. A bit of miss macro here. From Lucifer. Despite having so much lumber, he was busy in the middle of the map, I suppose. MK was really looking for that Stormbolt kill, didn't quite get it. And now it's also kind of nice for Undead in the mid game. Like when you attack with ghouls or fiends, they might both be in danger of dying, but you can just harass with DK and Lich. And I think you gladly trade the experience here that you're not getting on the Lich to keep it away from the MK.
We see a Griffin Aviary in HawK's base, so it's most likely gonna be Griffins. They are, of course, good against ghouls, great against statues. And there's no Fiend yet on Lucifer's side, who's going double Slaughterhouse, interestingly. So, looks like a mass air game to me.
Alright. Might be mass destroyers, yeah. I'm always a bigger fan of Fiends and Banshees, but Lucifer here going more old school, I guess.
Thing for destroyers, of course, is they can't be attacked by Griffins.
Yeah,
but they can attack.
Very little damage though to counter. I mean, he does know what's going on, right? Because this is the perfect response to rifles. Rifle caster, tier 2 human. Double Slaughterhouse, A-bombs, destroyers, that's the perfect answer to that tier 2 stuff. If he didn't know before, he does know now, but he should have been aware anyways. There should have been at least a Rifle and a Priest out by now. So now he has the confirmation. And does he really go into mass destroyers? It looks like he will.
We also see Paladin, Knights, Griffins. So the situation for HawK is going to be better. As you see, yeah, there is the confirmation, mass destroyers. So can he dodge that attack where Lucifer has mana on his destroyers? That's the biggest question, I guess.
Usually when it goes tier 3 human against undead mass destros, like the destroyers can hardly be dealt with, but the rest of the undead army, the ground, can't really get too close. Because there's Knights, there's Stormbolt, and there's also Holy Light, especially if the heroes are leveled. However, MK is still low HP now as well. Is there no staff for him? Doesn't look like there is. And he's getting blocked, the Frenzy Ghoul's chasing, and the Coil gets the kill. He didn't get that invul. Was probably a mistake by HawK not to try to prioritize this. Now he gets some experience, but not for his Mountain King. And the human army just isn't online yet. Now comes the Paladin, just a couple of seconds late. Could have changed this outcome of the Scriptjack had he just been here a little bit sooner.
Yeah, Holy Light would have saved the Mountain King, and now the first Griffin arrives as well. Good timing by Lucifer, just really seconds before the human army gets 3 important upgrades. He forces the fight and gets a hero kill. Well done from the Korean, and now going a little out of his way to creep. Ghoul Frenzy is of course there as well, and we see just, mass statues. It's nothing else but statues. HawK looking for the Creepjack.
This could turn into a really weird game. Alright. Now finally a position for HawK to do something perhaps. Going for the statues first here, but they're getting morphed. Paladin in trouble as well. Still no invul here on the human side, but low mana for the undead as well. Stormbolts here starting to fly in. This would be the second ghoul kill. Of course, they don't matter too much anymore, and more destroyers coming out, going towards the griffins. There is still no staff. There is, and he dodges the coil with it. Well done. And with that, he forces HawK away.
Yeah, and the mana on the destroyers is tickling down. Of course, he can use it for creeping now, but the big one is already gone. Got him a Linehorn of Stormwind, which is not too good. He doesn't get too many big upgrades here. He got level 4 on the DK, but that's about it. And HawK, 40 supply, needs more time. Stormhammer upgrades coming. Flag cannons as well. So he's transitioning into Griffins and Gyros. Yeah, second workshop.
Okay. Interesting choice. I wonder if on one base he's going to be able to get that critical mass. Because with only like 5, 6, maybe even 7 gyros, you're not going to win that air battle.
With the Magi for the Mountain King. Yeah, you're right. He needs to, like, fully go into gyros, I guess, and that's what he's doing. No knights, no additional griffins. It's still... Okay, 4 destroyers now. 2 of them have mana. This arcane tower, of course, won't last long. HawK is running back. No town portal. And only 2 gyros at the moment. Oh, level 3.
Right here. This is 3 peasants dead, 4 peasants dead, 5 peasants dead. Barely any mining at the moment. And he doesn't even force the TP out of Lucifer. Very good tactical strike here against the economy.
Again, right? So second time where Lucifer finds a great timing. But HawK now with 4 gyros at 46 supply.
Ooh, it's a Dreadlord third.
Okay. Interesting choice. Like, why Dreadlord over
silence?
Yeah, exactly. Why sleep over silence?
I don't really know.
Neither. Creeping with destroyers, of course, not too great, since a lot of creeps that are remaining are magic immune.
And the great thing about the Dark Ranger is, oftentimes MK and Paladin will be sitting right next to each other and you get double silence.
Carrion Swarm versus Flying Machines.
Oh, Carrion Swarm. Alright, I guess that makes sense. And yeah,
boy.
HawK is engaging here. Dreadlord, super low HP, gets the coil though. Yeah, and only 6 Flying Machines with the addition of Carrion Swarm certainly isn't going to win this air battle.
I think he has to TP out.
Saves the Paladin, but once again, this fight goes to Lucifer.
Again, like for the 3rd time, he's losing another knight. That's expensive losses for HawK.
I like that. I like the Dreadlord transition actually, or
yeah.
Add. Even if it's only level 1, the gyros are gonna have hard enough of a time to win the air battle, and with this, it's a lot harder still.
Yeah, no upgrades on them, and there's still plenty of mana for the Dreadlord. Very rare to see him as the anti-air solution. Here we go. Where's the next Carrion Swarm? Waiting for it. Heavy damage on the DK, but he's way too tanky. He has also another invul potion. This looks good for Lucifer.
Yeah, absolutely. Storming forward here. He's trying to force the DK away. He's focusing him as best he can. 1 Stormbolt is remaining, but still only level 1 Stormbolt. These human heroes here so late into the game, before level 3, are just so underwhelming. And of course the Water Elementals just get dispelled. DK dropping lower still, but level 5 for him. And now the MK might be in trouble. Is there mana for a Nova? There is. Coil Nova, the next one is gonna hurt big time. Coil Nova, dead he is. You could see that coming from a mile away, and now the Paladin might be the next one. He has a Divine Shield here, actually. Destroyers are starting to fall, but it's too little, too late. GG, and the 1-0 for Lucifer.
Whew, that game started off bad for HawK with the Lightning Shield, and from then on, basically everything was out of control already, right? Like, if you can't get an expansion up, you're forced into 1 base. Lucifer with great timings throughout the entire map. Like, he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, barely any mistakes to be visible for sure. Whereas for HawK, obviously the first creep was a glaringly obvious mistake, but also later then, MK leveling, not the greatest. Deciding to skip on the invul, very greedy. Going for the Flying Machine transition, kind of questionable.
A little late, right? I don't know, it could have worked maybe because he had 5 gyros during the first fight.
I think if you expect, I'm gonna start it over again. If you expect your opponent to go Destros, you have to prepare for them. If he already has 4 up in the air, and then you go for gyros. Like, you
Yeah.
have so much to catch back up on. Like,
Yeah.
how many gyros do you need realistically to win against 4 destroyers?
A lot.
Hard to say. Of course, depends on the DK's mana for coils and heal scrolls and stuff, but I would say at least 9 to 10.
Yeah. Also
And
depends
that's
a little on the
long-
destroyer mana and if there's a Dreadlord
It's a
panda or
long way
not.
to transition into this. And then if you throw a Dreadlord into that equation, you need even more. So I would have preferred him not to go gyros, actually. But, well, he's the better player. He should know better. And guess what happened?
As always, Remo ruined the game. Oh, actually? Oh yeah, you left the game. So you have to second screen cast here. Sorry for
Yes.
you. It's of course HawK's map pick, and he goes for Echo Isles. That is understandable. Easy expansion, big base to base distance, good items, easy to level as well, or kind of easy to level. And Lucifer, what do you do against this? Fiend attack, ghoul attack, counter expand? We'll see about that. Looks like another ghoul play to me. But this could be a little later as well.
Yeah, it's a ghoul build once again.
Yeah. Interesting. We
As
don't
I said,
see that too much.
ghoul openings usually the most effective on hard to expand on maps. This is like the easiest map to expand on.
Yeah.
But he's still gonna do it.
He knows he
Alright.
has the better ping. Therefore, maybe an advantage.
Yeah, definitely an advantage. I mean, playing with 200 ping advantage, that is a big one. Only very few players can overcome that.
But there is certainly a chance. HawK going Mountain King first. Something that we have seen from him in the past. Then not too much, and now it feels like he's getting back to the MK.
And it was Archmage in there for a second, then he canceled.
Ah.
Then it was MK.
Wow, it's the Dreadlord Remo.
Oh, and that's so good against MK.
Yeah.
Oh, the blind counter.
Yeah. Why is this so good against MK?
Well, MK, we have to look at his strength first before we look at the Dreadlord. MK is really good at taking out single targets if he goes for Stormbolt. Nowadays, Clap is more of a viability, so maybe even against ghouls it could be good. But anyways, if you go for Stormbolt and suddenly there's 7 ghouls attacking you, yeah, you kill 2 of them, but then the other 5 can do whatever they want. And backed up by Dreadlord, they have more sustain. They can go for sleep surrounds. Skeletons will be coming in. But if you get level 2 Clap early, that is really powerful against the ghouls. So I hope he goes for the right skill build here. If he goes Bolt and Bash, he's going to be in for a tough time.
Yeah, it's Clap to help with creeping as well. We see this on Terranos, for example. That Clap is used to deal area of effect damage and of course slow down the creeps to take a little less damage. Renegade Wizard, Pendant of Energy. Boots. Boots is also nice for the Mountain King to go in and out for the perfect Clap position. Level 2 for him, so also Stormbolt synergizes well with Boots. Of course, you have a better catch like that. And this time, he doesn't fuck up the creeping. He's level 2 point something. Lucifer scouting with a skeleton here, going for his own mercenary camp. Already a little bit of healing on HawK's side with that Shadow Priest. Also, the spell against the skeletons possible. Lucifer, without a DK, of course, has no healing at all, and therefore goes for Shadow Priest himself.
Oh. Shadow Priest for the Undead. I kind of like it. Could die easily to a Stormbolt. And that is kind of an expensive purchase, almost 200 gold. But it's a Stormbolt that will not be hitting your ghouls or your Dreadlord. And with the ghoul opening, he might want to go for Clap rather instead. So actually it does make quite a bit of sense. Ring of Regen, also nice for the Dreadlord.
Lucifer's counter-expanding, man. There's the 6th Acolyte. Old school Dreadlord play. No sleep to be used here.
This is what I was theory crafting with the new patch, with what's on PTR right now. But even before here, Lucifer's trying for the counter expo. Dreadlord, definitely the best hero for Undead to expand with because you have so much control.
Yeah.
The expo's coming up, usually that can get cancelled easily, especially with water elementals. But if you see the hero coming towards your expo, you just sleep him.
Yep.
You surround him, and that's it. Has to leave.
Alright, we have a Berserker here as well. This is mass damage against ghouls. Here we see the Haunted Gold Mine. Okay, there's the Town Hall now for HawK. He was a little low on gold. First kill First blood, level 3 Dreadlord already. Mountain King level 3 as well, pulling the creeps, but he has to defend this now with 1 Berserker and 3 Footmen. Sleep immediately. Can he block this? Looks like it. Wow, Carrion Swarm and Sleep. Mass damage against the Peasant. This game could be over soon, but also a great clap against the Ghouls. First kill here for HawK. Another clap for this one Ghoul. But he has to be careful with those Peasants. Another Carrion Swarm with it for the double kill.
The AoE here on both sides really effective.
Yeah, we're waiting for the next clap. That's 1 kill, that's 2 kills on the right side. How much damage can Lucifer do? Footmen are coming in, it's still 1 worker remaining. He had to call new militia. 1 ghoul is helping in this attack as well. The town hall not being attacked. And wow, again this area of effect is so sick against the workers. Big, big trouble for HawK once more.
Oh my god, this is such a big delay. This is a monumental delay. This Undead Expo might be faster than the humans.
Yep, for sure. It's at 700. Now only 2 workers are building this. The Undead expansion is faster. He lost a lot as well, though. So Mountain King level 3.5. Dreadlord level 3.6 or something. But yeah, HawK's tier 2 is delayed by a lot.
Damn, dude, that Carrion Swarm was sick.
Yeah.
Really, alright, that's a build I'm gonna try on ladder.
Acolytes
of course,
are
the MK did help against the ghouls with the clap, but couldn't really pressure the Dreadlord too much.
Not at all.
If you have an Archmage there with 2 water elementals, maybe that's easier to hold on with.
Lucifer's tech is also delayed because he has to build all the Acolytes. There's no Necropolis at the expansion. And no real harass to follow this up from Lucifer. More creeping. Ooh, but this is gonna be a creep jack as it seems. Lucifer coming in now with 3 ghouls and a berserker. HawK trying to get up to level 4 for the Stormbolt. First tower is up. Helps. Oh, Carrion Swarm again. He's gonna lose so many workers again. Sends in all the ghouls. He's in a decent clap position thanks to the big range. But all of his workers are gone again. Berserker in the north for Lucifer. About to die. One nice micro forces all the footmen away. Gets the kill in the end. But time was on Lucifer's side. And 1 worker is mining. What a massacre. Look at the corpses.
Town is under siege.
Yeah, Dreadlord almost got from level 3 to 4. Only with harass.
Yeah, no creeping at all. There is 1 more Stormbolt. Does he have the force to surround here? He's trying to block. With boots, that's nice. He has no mana anymore. Okay, both have boots. I see.
Yeah, really good boots pickup here from Lucifer early into the game. When you have a hero that can't heal, that has hard time, you know, recovering, you need the movement speed to be able to escape danger easily.
So HawK finally got his expo running. Shop is coming in the main. Lucifer is teching to tier 2, and his tech is so much faster. I wouldn't be too surprised to see a Garg transition, actually.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's gonna play, dude. Like, fast expo Dreadlord. Issue is, when you play 2 base versus 2 base, Gargs can get really hard countered by gyros.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while, it's gonna require tier 3 and flag cannon, but let's say it's 30 versus 30 supply, air, Gargs versus gyros, they're gonna get smashed.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, we do have Carrion Swarm, which is nice against gyros again, but you're right.
That's true, actually. Maybe they win the air battle with Carrion Swarm. Go for Panda second.
We do have a Pendant of Energy on the Mountain King bought at the marketplace. Quite a big investment, but that shows you how reliant HawK is on this Mountain King. That's his MVP. That's his win condition. That's his 1 tool to face Lucifer off. Creepjack now. Sleep immediately to be able to run away. But Muddy the Mud Golem dies after his slow. Stormbolt. Aiming for a surround. But that's big damage. Oh, clap as well. Forces the invul. Still a heal scroll and the town portal, so this Dreadlord will survive. But more experience for the Mountain King, who's getting closer and closer to 5, and the Expo is running now. Tier 2 tech on the way for Lucifer as well, who's not going for a second crypt. Or is he? He is! Triple crypt!
A player's forces are under attack.
This is gonna be Gargs, ladies and gentlemen. And what does the Mountain King have to offer against Gargs?
Yeah, that's true. And
Nothing.
he's gonna have level 3 Carrion Swarm soon. I'd love for him to go all in with the Panda as well, actually.
Well, soon. He's one level away, and there's not too much to creep here. HawK is gonna scout this with the Wand of Illusion and the rest of the army. He knows what's coming. He has to build a million towers. Like, otherwise, there's no timing for a lot of riflemen. There's no timing for gyros. Here's level 5 though. What can he do with it? One Nerubian is already there. It's just... Oh wow, this Carrion Swarm. That was so good. Nice heal scroll against the Clap as well. Scroll protection on HawK's side. Can he go for the Dreadlord now? He's trying to. Big damage against the ghouls who are almost all gone. But the mercenaries are helping out nicely. Mountain King without mana now. Only a big heal potion, that's about it. Berserker surviving as it seems. The Scroll of Protection is helping nicely. But here comes reinforcements. Gargs coming in. Carrion Swarm doesn't do too much against this, but uses a lot of mana here to fight the human off. HawK with big losses down to 40 supply, 1,300 gold, but he must know now that it's Gargs, that he saw the triple crypt.
HawK could only lose Furies and Mercs though.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to have those remaining in the army in the super late anyways.
It's Blood Mage, man. Blood Mage second.
Alright, Siphon's gonna be good against the Dreadlord and good for the MK. And also the combo with Banish, obviously. It's really powerful.
Nice saves by HawK here. And he was delaying the Garg timing, but now that he has, like, triple crypt. Ah, triple Griffin Aviary! He's trying to counter it really with, like, Dragon Hawks?
Oh, that's always risky though.
Yeah.
Once the first couple start to die, then they all, like, fall flat. Also, Dark Ranger is a really good answer to it.
Yeah, because silence interrupts the shackles.
Yeah.
That keeps the Gargs at bay. Dreadlord close to 5. Will we see an Infernal, Remo? We're getting close to the Avatar. 5.6. I like that HawK is investing his money into mana potions as well. Like, he is so reliant on this hero.
Yeah. This is a really cool game, dude.
It is. Very, very unusual. Level 5 Dreadlord now. So level 3 Carrion Swarm. The thing is, Griffin like Dragon Hawks are a lot better versus a big Carrion Swarm than Gyros are.
Yes.
So that might be the reason. I wouldn't be surprised to see Flame Strike first. To just get rid of or damage the Acolytes. But man, already a big amount of Gargs. There's no chance. There's absolutely no chance at the moment for him to do anything. Loses the Berserker. Gargs are fast.
And this is all solo experience for the Dreadlord.
Yeah.
And bonus experience as well.
Yeah.
Infernal baby!
Maybe the Gargs are deciding this already. Wow, sweet Carrion Swarm using the max range here. Defend on the Footman, good, but I think he can break the expansion already. Can't he? There's one tower with one masonry upgrade.
I can definitely crack it.
Oh my god, this Carrion Swarm almost one-shots the entire peasant line. And there's no damage. There's no damage against the Gargs. He could win this with, ow boy, triple kill. He could win this with Gargs only.
Man, the Dreadlord solo, dude. I thought this was exclusive to Happy streams, but no.
HawK is towering in Lucifer's base, by the way, but the ghouls take care of it. Cannon tower would have been nice.
And the MK is just not good enough of an answer. Like, when there's so many Gargs, so much economy to back them up, you kill one every couple of seconds, but you need more.
We do have nice shackles going on here. Stormbolt against the one that is free. One Garg down, 2 Gargs down. He actually got a nice reaction to this. Lucifer is losing a lot, and now 5 HawKs in the air.
Lucifer can hard transition out of this, though. He can just go mass fiends right now.
Yeah. But then there's Clap. Clap is huge, and then there's like a Griffin transition from HawK. Okay, HawK survives this. There's still Gargs, like Lucifer a little stubborn. Can he outproduce him now?
Yeah, I don't think Gargoyle is the right answer.
Me neither.
I think like the damage he did with the Gargoyle was great, but I think he should have started to transition. Go double Banshee House maybe, and go Banshee's Fiends. Banshee's Fiends is like
It's really good.
uncounterable. It's not like it wins against everything, but it doesn't have a hard counter.
Yeah, I think mass Griffins are an answer, but they are so expensive that it's not really doable.
But I mean, you have anti-magic, you have curse, you have fiends who have good armor type. I think they're good against griffins.
Mountain King is 1 XP away, by the way, from level 6. And then we get it for Kaz Modan. Siphon mana, really well done. The Stormbolt Siphon combination. Here's the Infernal! We missed the level 6 on the Dreadlord. What a stun on the Blood Mage! And this is so much damage. Staff out from the Paladin. Nicely done. But here is what we mentioned before. The silence on the Dragonhawks. And boy, look at this Griffin melt against the Gargs. They are hungry. They are powerful. And yeah, we have an Infernal here. And still so many Gargs wrecking this.
Yeah, the Dark Ranger I think is winning this fight right now. The Infernal looks super awesome and flashy, but the silence, that's what's winning this fight.
The Infernal is wrecking the Paladin, giving the Dark Ranger level 2. Level 6 on the Mountain King now. Will he use the ultimate? I don't know. The Shackles are coming in, but Gargs are free. He has to let go of them. And yeah, this is not looking good at all. Desperately trying for the Dreadlord to force a town portal, but there's plenty of mana and no healing on the Dreadlord because there's no Death Knight. Can he just follow him? No, he can't. Another Garg dies to a shackle, but is it enough? No, it's not! Poor Griffins, man. Blood Mage is back, but not for long. This Carrion Swarm rips him apart, and this is 2-0 for Lucifer after a very entertaining game here on Echo Isles.
Very unusual, and yes, absolutely, very entertaining. That was really cool to see. That Dreadlord works out, actually.
Yeah, HawK not really with the best answers to this. But Lucifer very dominating here. Again.
Yeah, but when you have to go for that build before you scout, of course you have to produce your hero before you know what's going on.
Yeah.
And that seems to be kind of a hard counter against MK. Level 3 creep, expand behind, go across, and then harass so well with the Carrion Swarm. Ghouls to back up. There was one weakness in this build that HawK could have tried to utilize and get in and punish that he didn't do. There was no Necropolis at the expansion. So if he had gone for Acolyte kills during the Undead's tech in the main, that would have resulted in a big goal advantage for him. But he was always stuck in the middle of the map. Of course, it's dangerous against Dreadlord, I guess, to go too far out, sleeps around and all that. But he had a lot of footage at that point. If he watches the replay again, I think he will see that weakness. But if he watches the replay again, I think he's going to decide, all right, no more Mountain King.
Yeah. We have Lucifer in the winner bracket final. We have HawK down in the lower bracket semifinal. Our next game is Lin versus Colorful to determine their respective opponents. We go into a small break here, and then we'll be back with map number 2 of the Masters Coliseum Wildcard Qualifier.